We've got to rescue Noi. She's our healer. Before we get to today's video, I want to take a moment to talk about Patreon. That's right, we are on Patreon now, and we have a bunch of tiers with a bunch of great rewards. You can subscribe and get things like early access to all reactions, depending on your tier, depends on which reactions you get early access to. You can vote on polls exclusive to patrons that will help determine future reaction series and more. You will get to just have various choices in terms of like getting to choose future reactions I react to, getting to choose first impressions I check out, all kinds of different rewards, and possibly more coming in the future. We're still new at this. We're still figuring things out. It's a process. It's a process. But we have multiple tiers, so whatever you would be able to donate, if you're able and willing to donate, is appreciated. It helps me out, it helps the channel out, it helps us grow. It's going to help just, standardly. It's just something new to check out. Plus, if you like getting the reactions early, that's also a plus. But it is optional. If you're unable to do it, that's completely fine. All reactions will come to YouTube just a little bit later, a week later or so. So, that all being said, thank you as always so much, and let's get on with today's video. And with that being said, hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to Dorohedoro Season 2, Episode 2. I'm very excited to be back. Season 2, Episode 1 was, really good. It's definitely more serious at the moment. It's definitely more focused than a lot of Season 1 was. And don't get me wrong, Season 1 could get very serious and focused at times too. But Season 1 was also very crazy, very, introductory. We're, learning more about these characters. We're getting introduced to them. And so a lot of Season 1 had a lot more zaniness than what we got in at least the first episode of Season 2. So far, it seems like we're going to be starting to actually really get into the meat of the story, which I'm fine with, by the way. I love the zaniness. I love the chaotic insanity of Season 1. But I'm fine with getting into more actual story stuff. And it seems like we're starting with a couple different characters here. So after the events of Season 1, Nikaido is under contract with N and has kind of become servile and cutesy. Cayman is nowhere to be found. He's kind of just disappeared. And the rest of our characters are just kind of moving along. And we see that Professor Kasukabe and the others head to find his wife, who I can't remember the name of right now. I mentioned her name last time, but I don't remember it. But they're going to try and find his wife to get help to find Cayman. And while they're out at where he thinks his wife lives, which does end up being the case, they end up getting attacked by these cross-eyed people. So the cross-eyes are coming back. We also see Rizu meeting up with some cross-eyes as well. So it's like we're definitely delving a lot more into that kind of stuff this season. And yeah, we get to see how they start attacking Kasukabe and his group. And so it becomes like an entire thing where they have to hide and run and everything until Shin and Noi get there. And the only problem is, while they're usually super useful and powerful, Noi gets taken out really quickly because these enemies know how to take down sorcerers. Apparently, the sorcerers have this little magic sac in their bodies. Kind of reminds me of the magic bile sac that witches have in the Owl House in the Boiling Isles. But sorcerers have this sac. This is where their smoke comes from. And so if it's stabbed, it can, like, stop the release of smoke. And so they take advantage of that to take down Noi and eventually use Noi as a bargaining chip to be able to take down Shin as well. Shin, who's, barely hanging on, but because he's so stubborn, refuses to die, ends up meeting up with Kasukabe, who does realize this is where his wife was at and just doesn't know where she is at this point. But is worried about her because, of course, even though they haven't seen each other for a long time, it's like still worried because he still loves her, clearly. And it's clear we're going to be going to rescue Noi because we definitely need her help to heal Shin right now. Shin is not in good shape. But we are doing the dub, just as a reminder, and some of the voices have changed. Shin's voice is different. He has a different VA this time around, but most of them are the same. Ebisu, Noi, Cayman, Nikaido, they're all the same VAs. N is still there. His VA is still the same. Most of them are. It's just a couple of them have changed for one reason or another because it's been, 6 years and a lot of things can happen. But yeah, it was definitely a really good start. The new opening is not as good as season 1's opening, but still good. I still like it. It still captures the spirit of Dorohedoro extremely well. Just as chaotic, just as weird, just as, over the top silly. But it's definitely just not as catchy and interesting. It is the same band, though. No Name is the same band that did the first opening. And I think they also did an opening for Spy Family. Or was it an ending? It might have been an ending. They did a song for Spy Family as well. But yeah. I'm excited to see where this goes. Once again, these first 3 episodes did release all at once. So I'm expecting Cayman to return by the end of the 3rd episode. But, I mean, we don't know if that's going to happen for sure. And I'm thinking we're going to focus on rescuing Noi this episode because that's kind of where we left off. And honestly, we just need to do that. So, yeah. I guess we'll see what happens next and hope for the best. So, let's get into it. Hold up just a sec. Before you click that link down in the description below to get to today's video, I want to remind you of all the awesome content we have both on this channel and the Princess of Gaming channel. Let's check it out. And welcome to the Afterthoughts. We'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, this episode kind of carried a little bit more of the chaotic, random, ridiculous energy of the first season. It still had a lot of the seriousness. It was still pushing the story and the developments we got, but it definitely felt a little more chaotic than episode 1 did. Episode 1 definitely had more of the narrative structure to it and felt more like a bigger deal. And this one continued off of that, but also added in like new elements and new random chaoticness, especially when it came to Cayman and Nikaido's part of the story, which I'm kind of still wondering if that's supposed to be happening concurrently with everything else, or if that's a flashback to right after the events of season 1. Because if this is happening concurrently, then that would imply that the Nikaido that's with N right now isn't real, which I don't remember everything from season 1, but was there a fake Nikaido that was with N? I genuinely don't remember. Because there's certain things I can't, like, that won't click in my head for one reason or another. And it's been like 6 years, so that's why. I haven't rewatched Dorohedoro as much as other shows. So it's like, it's not one of those that I have like a stronger memory for, comparative to whatever else. Um, but yeah, if that is happening even semi concurrently, then that means that the one there is fake, which is kind of maybe implied, considering Fujita didn't seem to trust her. It seemed like he was like really suspicious of that entire thing. So, but either way, we see during this they end up meeting this other girl who actually I want to see real quick if I can find the voice for. Um, Let me see if I can go to the Netflix parts of the credits here. Oh no, this video for some reason doesn't have that. Weird. It just goes straight from the normal credits into like the kind of next time on moment, which doesn't actually show any clips in this, but still, let me see if I can find out who does the voice. Come on. Dorohedoro Season 2 Dub Cast. Yeah, we know Alex Lee and Reba Burr are back. Jeremy Lay is back as Noi, yeah. Keith Silverstein as N. Yeah, we know all of the returning ones. But it's like there's definitely more. And I'm trying to like find out like the specific characters too. I let me see if I can maybe I'll search by episode 2. Season 2, episode 2. It's giving me like just a regular general cast. But it's not giving me like any specifics. Oh, here's the dubbing wiki. Maybe that'll help. And I'm not finding like the specific character I'm looking for. Natsuki, here we go. Oh, Natsuki's Anais Quinones. Same with Haru. Okay, cool. Anais Quinones is both of them. They have a different VA for the Japanese version. Haru is Ami Koshimizu and Natsuki is Sarah Matsumoto. But Anais Quinones is the dub voice for both of them. Okay. Okay. But yeah, Natsuki is like this new character who's introduced as like a new member of the Cross Eyes. And she's just like super cutesy and adorable and just needs to be protected at all costs. And I love her already. It's just like, you just like have this character who you just, the instant you see them, it's just like you instantly know it's like this character needs to be protected. I want everything good in the world for them. That's the kind of character Natsuki is. Um, she is a character who just like is so cutesy and fun, and it's like, how did she end up with the Cross Eyes? We know she's not in it for the money. So the question is, why is she in it? We never like really got that like full reasoning. But it's like also the instant you see like her boss Maki hit her and everything, it's just like I felt something boil up inside me. That I won't lie. Um, I don't always have like mama bear energy towards characters. It's not like super common, but occasionally it does happen to where it's just like I get super protective over a character and it's just anything bad happening to them like really bothers me. This is one of those occasions. And it's like it's so quick. It's like snap of a finger and I love her already. Um and then her calling Cayman big bro and stuff, it's just like Oh my god, I love her already. um yeah, it's just one of those moments where the character just is instantly super likable. And yeah. But like this entire portion of the episode was pretty chaotic, like from them getting the new clothes and everything, to seeing like them killing Maki, and just the general interactions as well. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun, but pretty chaotic. And then we have like Shin and Kazukabe working to try and find Noi. And they do. Noi gets rescued. Everything works out, because of course it does. Noi also gets to be a bit of a badass for a moment before getting almost eaten, which is not great, but she survives. She's okay. And Kazukabe actually gets to find Haru, his wife, who has become a devil. Apparently, it's something she's always wanted to do. She took, I guess, a devil exam. Apparently, that's a thing you can do. You can just take an exam to become a devil. And I guess she passed. But I also love seeing that they're still cutesy with each other, that they still clearly love each other. And it's just super cute and wholesome. It's like, oh. But we also focus on the other Cross Eyes members, the ones that are with Risu. And we see that they are dealing with, like, the aftermath of everything that happened um, in the past, but also having to deal with um, the landlord or landlady, who is a larger woman, but doesn't seem like a bad person necessarily. She's just like very clingy and very horny, I guess. And she's letting them get away with not paying their rent by being with her to some degree. It seems like almost like an escort kind of thing. Um, and she offers to the one guy, it's like, if you come with me and come live with me, like your friends are good to stay here. I'll give them the deed. They're good. You don't have to worry about paying ever again. He doesn't want to do so though, because like they're kind of mean to her. Like, she doesn't seem that bad. I think the joke is because she's so like massive and like thick and everything. It's like they kind of, plus the mask and everything. I think they're supposed to kind of see her as gross, but I don't really feel like that was gotten across super well. I don't think she's that gross, honestly. Um, but when the others come back, it's like, do you have the money? Nope. And so he agrees to go with her for the sake of his friends, so they don't have to worry about it. Which, by the way, is actually really cool of him. It shows that he's like just a genuinely good friend. That he's willing to make a sacrifice, do something he really doesn't want to do for the sake of them. Like, that's just a good friend. It's really nice. That's kind of wholesome. Um, but it doesn't even end up mattering, because Risu is snooping around. He's trying to figure out who killed him. Gets into a fight with the one dude, the moth guy. I can't remember his name right now. Um, and a blade ends up getting thrown out and killing the landlady. So I guess it doesn't even matter. They have the deed. The landlady's dead. All good, I guess. Sure. Why not? We don't really see much of anything with like En or Ebisu or them in this episode. But it kind of ends with like the fact that Kasakabe realized that this wax statue that the Cross Eyes were like revering as their master is someone that is like a representation of someone he does know of. And so we're going to find who their master, like maybe the leader of the Cross Eyes was, and probably some more information next episode. But this was really good. This was a really good episode. I personally enjoyed it a little more than episode 1. And that, again, that's not to say episode 1 wasn't great, but it was, again, little more of that chaotic fun energy that I love for Dorohedoro. It's great to see Kaiman again. Great to hear Alex Lee back as his voice again. Yeah, this was great, and also the little bit of fan service we got with Nikaido there. Not gonna complain about that. That was nice. Um, again, Noi is the fan favorite, and for very valid reason. But I've always been more attracted to Nikaido. Just she's very hot to me, and it's like that was a very nice scene for me. But again, I also do find Noi super attractive. I find Shin super attractive, so it's like it's not the only one. I mean, even Kaiman has a certain cuteness to him. I won't lie. I mean, like there's not like too much there for me, but he has a cuteness to him. I think it's more his personality that I connect with, though. I mean, mind you, he has a lizard head, but still, just it's a more personality thing for me with him. I feel like I would get along with Kaiman pretty well. We both love gyoza. But in all seriousness, yeah, I really enjoyed this one. And as always, I'm just excited to see where this continues to go. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time.